Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business, powered by Healthy Steps Nutrition Mentoring. At HSN, our mission is to create a world where chronic disease is no longer the norm. We do this by helping support clients and equipping coaches with a habit-based, holistic coaching program for lasting change. My name is Nicole. I'm the founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, home of CrossFit HSN. In this podcast, you're going to learn how to build a successful nutrition coaching program one step at a time. Today's podcast guest is Jason Fernandez, aka Fern. He's been on the podcast a few times before. This week, we talk about some trends he's seeing with CrossFit affiliates. He works with many CrossFit affiliates through Affiliate University, and we talk about some trends. We also talk about some marketing tips. So if you are not leveraging email marketing, if you have an email list of people that are not paying you right now and you want them to become members, you want to be able to help them on their health and wellness journey, make sure you stay tuned to this podcast episode. At the end, we talk about a couple live events coming up in the next few months. Super excited for you to hear this episode, and we will get to it right after this message. Have you heard about the Global Health Project? This is a collaborative initiative that we partnered with the CrossFit Medical Society and Best Star of Their Day to create to help gym owners create a bridge between the traditional healthcare system and their gyms. Imagine if you had doctors referring their patients to you. Here's the truth. The average doctor sees 2,000 to 3,000 patients a year. They spend less than 20 minutes with them, and they don't have time to address the lifestyle factors like nutrition, like exercise, sleep, community, and all these factors that are influencing their nutrition and their overall health. But guess what? You do. At Healthy Steps Nutrition, we have had doctors referring patients to us since we started. That's actually how I started. We've perfected this framework. We've helped people inside HSN mentoring, and we've taken it to a free course for everybody. So if you want to partner with doctors, if you have healthcare providers inside of your gym and you want to create a bridge between what they're doing in the clinical setting and what you're doing, make sure that you click the link in the show notes and access this completely free course. This is part of our mission to help create a world where chronic disease is no longer the norm. All right, let's get to this episode with Jason Fernandez. Hey, Fern, welcome back to the podcast. I was thinking about this. This is a three-peat. You've been on here 3 times.
I like three-peats.
The most popular guest. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about Affiliate Con, which is the new annual event you guys are putting out for gym owners and coaches and people that are passionate about CrossFit. But before we do that, you guys work with a ton of CrossFit gyms at Affiliate University, and I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about some trends that you've been seeing over the past few months. We're getting out of summer. We're going into fall. What should gym owners be thinking about right now? Let's start off with the trends first. What have you been seeing?
I think, to no shock to anybody, we see that we're seeing the trends that we've all been a part of just reinforced, and just having people pay a little bit better attention to them. What I mean by that is, in every business, there are some seasons, if you will, right? We're coming out of summer. Typically gyms will see, depending on where they're at, we'll see some sort of dip in membership or lead flow during the summer. Same thing when school lets out, school comes back in, which we're about to go through right now. My kids are back in school this week. And the trend that I see now, my data set is biased, right? It is the gyms that we work with. So we worked with over 1,000 affiliates inside of Affiliate U, but anywhere between 350 to 400 at any given time. And the trends that we're seeing now is, particularly for the people that we've been working for more than a year, is this concept of beating the dips, is what I call it, which is no longer just laying down and being like, well, I guess we're just going to have a shitty summer, right? And using the tools that will help, that we give them and we tell them to start tracking on, and then using them. So for example, going back and doing a retroactive analysis on your past 12 months for lead flow, revenue, attendance, and then finding the very obvious trends where all of those things move in unison, and saying, okay, with good confidence, I can say that it's highly likely that that's going to happen again next year. Now, what am I going to do about it? And that's the trend that we're seeing a lot of, is people are now not basically reacting. They're being very proactive about the time ahead. And it's really fun to watch people kind of move into a new level of leadership in that standpoint.
Yeah. For us, people always think joining the gym, the new year is like the best time. For us, it's always the fall. Like the new year,
Right.
people come out of overspending in the holidays. The fall is the time that people are back from summer. They're like, kids are back in school. Okay, I really need to focus and end the year on a good spot. So thinking about how are you launching and integrating nutrition and your fitness memberships, but people need to see your business way before they buy from you, right? So how are you talking to gym owners about potentially even re-engaging people on their email list?
Oh, this is something I am neck deep in right now. You're like me, where I've paid hundreds of thousands of dollars via owning my gym or Invest Hour to learn information or to get mentors and coaches, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And
Yeah.
right now I'm working on um, emails effectively. So if you're on our email list, full disclosure, you're going to start seeing a lot more emails. But pay attention to the emails, and I'm going to be very overt about what I'm doing in the emails. I want to tell people what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and why they should consider doing it. All of that is wrapped in the singular idea of that, like, all of us massively, 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 massively underestimate the amount of volume and the amount of communications necessary to get a message to somebody and then get the point across effectively.
Hmm.
And email, I think email is actually, I'm going to make a prediction. I think email is going to make its way back to the top of one of the main marketing tools as social media platforms and other ad centric platforms start to go through a little bit of an overhaul with the invent of AI. Um, and because I think we're seeing all across the board, all CPL CPMs are going up across the board. So if you're running ads, you're probably seeing your costs go up for any number of reasons, right? If you want to get tinfoil hatty, like dead internet theory, but the point is this: is that you can still get to people via emails. Now, if you want to do that, you have to first get over the uncomfortable fact that you're going to have to send way more emails than you want.
Yeah.
Like way more emails than you want. So they just can't be shitty or provide no value, is what I would tell you. And if people unsubscribe, everybody, good.
Yeah. I think that's
Good.
it. That's something people get nervous about. Like, what if people unsubscribe? They're not meant to be your client anyways.
Yeah,
Like the
good.
idea is that you're nurturing these people, provide value. Absolutely. It doesn't need to be a book. Like no one's reading a
No.
book. Keep it short and concise. One of the
200
things,
words max.
there you go. It provide value, but then also what we found is emails, and I read your emails, so I see the Fern files coming through on a regular basis. What we found is if you incorporate a video into your emails, it is
Mm-hmm.
also super effective.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the gym owners, which a lot of the gym owners that I talked to initially, they're like, oh, I send out a newsletter. Okay, your newsletter is highlighting the clients that have been consistent, which is great. Like,
Right.
good for you for having a committed club. But what type of value are you providing to the people that are not paying you? And that is the goal of your email list. Provide value to nurture these people. And then also showing success stories. Like, are you highlighting
Right.
Google reviews and clients? Like, as gym owners, I think we do an awful job with that.
Oh, we're the worst. Yeah. So I think just so over the past like 9 months, and then I get pretty obsessive about particular topics until I at least think I understand it and become a practitioner of it. But thinking about storytelling. So
Hmm.
the other thing that I've been leaning into a lot of our gym owners with is, and right now is a good macro example because CrossFit has got their new media
Hmm.
campaigns. So I did a one-off, all hands call with everybody in Affiliate U on Friday, just really reiterating, I'm like, don't miss the lesson here. So looking at what they're doing and not just saying, oh, I really like it, saying, why is that so effective? Why did everybody immediately fall in line behind that campaign in support of it? And how can I replicate that? And thinking for gym owners, one, right? What do you stand for? right? Like, what is your mission, vision, core values, and does anybody know that? Does anybody on your team even know that? Much less people that don't know who you are, right? Newsflash, nobody knows who you are, right?
Yeah.
You can say it a million times, and there will still be people that have no idea who you are. And it's just something that we have to get over, is that the repetition required to become known in whatever your market is exhausting and seems insurmountable, but you just got to keep doing it. So inside of that, who are you? Communicate what the benefits of that are.
Mm-hmm.
So I've long thought that CrossFit is a lifestyle brand, and I think they should be telling more stories about what is the outcome of CrossFit rather than what is CrossFit. So what does CrossFit get you? Right? It gets you a healthy life to play with your grandkids. It gets you to the top of the podium in motocross or NASCAR. It gets you, to a point where you can be on the world skydiving team or a black belt in jujitsu or whatever.
Or just confidence in
Right.
yourself. That type of confidence transfers into everything
Right.
outside of the gym. And I agree 100%. And once you figure out your mission, vision, core values, like put it into Chat GPT and have that help you create captions. This is something we literally just did a webinar for our clients on last week, like strategic branding, aligning this with
Oh yeah.
the message that you're putting out, because so many times we just like throw up stuff on social media or whatever, and it doesn't tell a story. Like if
No
you want to
story. There's no
attract,
background. Yeah.
if you want to attract the right people, you've got to communicate a clear story and
That's
separate
hard,
yourself
by the
from
way.
the other gyms across the street.
Yeah, and that's hard. So I'll give an example. So uh, gym owners, I will challenge you with this. Stop talking about working out. Stop showing photos and videos of working out. It is understood that you work out. It is CrossFit, whatever, or whatever fitness or whatever gym. Listen, in fact, if you have to tell people that you work out, something is very wrong in this scenario. Don't worry about it. Tell people what they get. So one of the things that we're building, I literally shot this Slack message over to the marketing team this morning because I saw it come up in our Slack group in the Gym Mares group, which is our group for people that have been with us for more than a year for Affiliate University. And it was a picture of a gym owner and her husband who had climbed the highest peak in the US. And I said, that's it. I said, post that, because that is, and so that we're going to start a campaign that this is affiliate ownership. It's like climbing that mountain with your spouse is affiliate ownership. And that seems not logical.
You don't
But it
have
absolutely
to kill yourself in the gym. If you have the right systems in place, then
Well, I
you
mean, there's
should
all
be able
sorts of
to have.
metaphors in that climbing mountain thing, all in and of itself. But the
Yeah.
point is like, it's not in the gym, right?
Yeah.
Like being an
Yeah.
affiliate owner is not about living in the gym 24 hours a day,
Yeah.
8 days a week, right? It's about creating a community and about creating impact. So we're going to be putting a lot more of that forward, which is like showing what is the outcome of being an affiliate owner. And it's not this haggard person who is broke and never goes on vacation and hates all their coaches. It actually should be the exact opposite if done correctly, and very fun, mind you, right? It should be fun. You should enjoy going to the gym. You should enjoy giving people impact. You should enjoy developing your staff and showing more stories like that. And now for a gym owner, it's like, what are your members doing?
Yeah.
Right? Like, have you seen the trend of just like,
activities.
right? Have you seen the trend of people that said, hey, they either go to their staff or their clients and they're like, send us like a 30-second video of what you're doing right now.
No.
And then they'll get all of these inputs, and it could be people playing with their kids, like cooking,
Yeah.
walking, in the bathroom, like whatever. But they'll put all of those into a reel because what's intriguing about that is like, if it's the staff, it shows the staff not in the gym. It gives backstory to these characters and what they're doing. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, that guy likes making sourdough. That's weird. I never would have thought that. So I think that is, these are all things that are, number one, they break pattern. So if you're looking at your feed, think about like, how can I break the scrolling pattern? Because if I see best hour of their day, but there's two people on a mountain, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Why are there two people on a mountain? Oh, and then you read into it, you're like, oh, okay, that actually makes perfect sense when you're doing it. But it's not like gym owner, right? It's not in the gym. It's not the podcast. It's like, it's something else. And that's the whole thing that we're trying to shift everybody to, is that, listen, being an affiliate owner is a great lifestyle if you do it right. Like, it's fantastic.
Yeah. From a gym owner's perspective, I think one thing that you can do to highlight some of the impact that your gym is having is also talk about biometrics. So showing, hey, A1C went down, cholesterol went down,
Mhm.
triglycerides went down, all of these transformations. Of course, like being able to play with their kids and all of that stuff, climbing the mountain from a
Right.
client standpoint is super important. But 93% of people are metabolically unhealthy. So if you start talking about all of your members and how their metabolic markers are changing, it's going to resonate with a lot of people because a lot of people have those issues. And while
Yeah.
there are a lot of medications out there, I truly believe that down deep inside, some people are like, I don't want to go on a medication, but this is the option that my doctor presented me because they don't have the capacity to do lifestyle
Right.
interventions. So start talking about that. If you don't, as a gym owner, encourage your members to get their blood work done, encourage them to go to their doctor and get their blood work done every year. For people that are doing nutrition and fitness, they should be getting it done like at the 6 month mark, at the 9 month mark, so that you can see those trends. And that just gives your program more authority. Like, hey, this is the
Oh, I
average
mean,
that
there's so
our
many.
blood sugar goes down, our
Yeah.
triglycerides, like all of these things are so important. And if you think about the initiative that we actually worked on together, the Global Health Project,
Mhm.
this is going to help you gain more partnerships with healthcare providers. If you can show we're not just hitting PRs, like doctors don't even know what that means. They care that their patients are getting healthier, and biomarkers are the way that they assess a patient getting healthier.
Right. I mean, there's so many tactical things you can do inside of that if we're talking about medication and biometrics. I mean, have somebody take a picture of if they're getting off meds, have them take a picture of their prescriptions, obviously black out any personal information, but then tell
Yeah.
the story underneath that. Have them
Yeah.
take a picture of their meds in the trash can and then tell the story underneath that. Like, so
Yeah.
many things that are both pattern breaking but outcome based about like
Yeah.
what do people want? Oh, they want to, I want to get off meds. Oh, there's a picture of a bunch of stuff in the trash can. I would love to throw that stuff in the trash can. Like, how do I start to communicate? Again, like, really think about this. Like, what do they get? What do they get? So again, in those two scenarios, somebody gets off meds. We could talk for hours about what they get from doing that. What do they get? Oh, you get to take time off for a week and go climb a mountain. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Listen, maybe you don't want to climb a mountain. Maybe you want to go just sit in a hammock in the woods. Like, it's all the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Tell people what they get. Stop telling them what you do. If you have to
Hmm.
tell somebody what you do, you probably don't do it well.
Yeah.
But it also should be obvious what you do,
Yeah.
right? Like,
We got
tell
to
people
be
what they
better.
get. Tell people what they
Yeah.
get.
You were talking about re-engaging people on your email list. Like, this is a great strategy. Show the picture in the email and then tell the story underneath it and then put a call to action. And the research shows if you put a button as a call to action, it is more effective at getting people to click it and take the next step. So what is that next step for you? Is it a trial? Is it join Bring a Friend Week if you're
Right.
promoting that soon?
Right.
Is it book a discovery call? That's what we use, and that works really well. So that people who are nervous coming into the gym, they can just talk to us first. We can build that rapport and then
Yeah.
get them in.
Or give them something that then ask them to book, right? So give first, right? This is kind of a Gary Vee-ism, which is jab, jab, jab,
Yeah.
right? Which is give, ask,
Yeah.
right? So could you give them something? Like, we're playing around with this. Britt, who's our registered dietitian here at the gym, she was doing a couple different things because she's going to launch a campaign next month. I might be blank on the time frame, I forget, but I said, like, think about like what could we give them, whether it's an ebook, right, some sort of PDF about how to do meal prepping. She made like a custom macros calculator. I was like, can we give them that? Maybe they don't want to buy your coaching program right now, but they'll pay $30 for a custom macro calculator. I'm like, give them that
Yeah.
instead. And then inside of that, past whatever that give is, then you can have an ask behind that. So if you feel uncomfortable going directly with an ask, don't. Give them something first. Hell, give them a lot of things, right? This is the podcast for us. And we're
Yeah.
trying to find a lot of other ways. It's like we're giving, 800-900 episodes of content
Yeah.
before we ever ask for anything.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
gosh,
we want people to trust us.
that was the whole global health project, right? Like,
Right.
hey, here's a
Right.
free training
Right.
for any gym owner to teach you how to create healthcare partnerships because we know how valuable that is.
Right.
I actually talked to a gym owner last week. We messaged everyone who had opted in to like catch up with them, see how everything is going. And a guy was like, hey, created 2 partnerships with healthcare providers, with physicians. I'm already getting referrals, but I know I need a nutrition program now. I'm like, okay, great. Like, let's have a conversation. And he ended up getting like started with us because he didn't want to create it from scratch, which
Right.
is, but the idea is, hey, if you're giving something away, it needs to be in alignment with what your ideal client would want to buy. So for us, like we would never give away a macro calculator because we're not a macro-based coaching company. We're a habit-based coaching company. So simple, healthy recipes would be a great download, or high protein recipes, or beginner's guide to meal prepping. Okay, all of those things would be really good options because those people would likely need more help, and it would make sense for them to get help from us.
Right.
So be intentional. Don't just throw a bunch of things together when you think of lead captures. It needs to be, what do my ideal clients want?
Correct.
Can I give them a fraction, a piece of the puzzle for free, and nurture them through email and automations to get them to know that you can help them?
And here, listen, I've been doing this a while. You've been doing it a while. Give it all away for free.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I'm not even joking. Like, give it away for free. And the reason you can do this is most people, 99%, won't do anything with it anyway. Everybody's like, and by the way, your shit's not that secret either, right? Like, like there's very few like new things out there, right? Like for us inside of Feel You, like most of the stuff that we teach, if not all of it, with a handful of concepts that I personally made, you can find in a business book or go to college and learn some of this stuff. Like, we're not in the business of giving you like some new groundbreaking idea. Like, we help people implement. That's what we do. If you're a gym owner that like struggles to do the thing, listen, that go no further, right? Like a CrossFit affiliate struggling to do the thing and struggling to make it work, go no further. But if you think you're going to come in there and we're going to enlighten you to something that like nobody's ever seen before, that's not accurate. It's not accurate anywhere for that matter. You may not know some of those things, but that doesn't mean that they're not out there.
Yeah,
right?
100% agree with you.
In any mentorship, it's fast track, right? It's an acceleration process, which is like, oh, you don't have to go through the 16 years of learning. We could do the vast majority of this in 7 months, and we can fast track your learning process. We can avoid quite a few mistakes in the process, and then we can help you put together decision-making frameworks so that you can make better decisions long-term. And grow a better box so that you can go climb a fucking mountain or do whatever you want to do. And so don't be afraid to give away stuff that seems insane to give away.
I think for us, I've been thinking about this a lot. If our goal is to get referrals from doctors, they're probably intimidated to start CrossFit. Could you create some like virtual download of a couch to CrossFit type of program to get them moving so that they gain confidence to come to your facility? And that ends up being your free download. The free download should be, give me your email address so that you get in my email system and then I can nurture you. So if you don't have something like that set up, you as a gym owner, you really need to have something like that set up because you don't want to rely on social media to get in front of your ideal audience. Like, great, get in front of them there, but then put them into something that you control, like your email list.
Right. Yeah, I think it's just really thinking about how can I solve problems and then how can I do it in a way that's super efficient. And don't hold anything back. Like give the answers to the test because people are still going to have questions and they're still going to want to know how to study for the test and how to prep for the test. And then you're
how to go faster. How do I get an A faster?
Right. How do I get an A faster? And then they're going to be like, oh, you've already given me all this stuff, but I don't really know how to use it. And it's just like, cool. Well, I'll teach you how to use it now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's AI and all this stuff that's out there will not replace the one-on-one connection. And the other piece of it is that we haven't even talked about, why do people stay in Affiliate U? Why do we have clients that have been with us for 7 years? It's because of the community. They like getting connected with other people. And I think this goes right into the value of in-person events that, we want to discuss today. You guys are launching a new event, which is exciting. So I'm pumped to be able to support that Affiliate Con. Tell me a little bit about it. Well, why did you guys do it?
The short and sweet is number one to what you said is that there has, and I believe there always will be this like thirst for in-person events for CrossFitters. We're pack animals. It's the entire affiliate model, right?
Yeah.
And we wanted to bring back some components of, we'll call it the old days, right? Without sounding like a geezer, right? But there was a lot of that going on in the early stages because we're kind of just in a different time. And we wanted to bring some of that back because anytime we do in-persons of anytime we do an in-person event, anytime I go to an in-person event, I'm like, God, this is good. Like
Yeah.
just being around other people is like
Yeah.
so motivating. It's so energizing.
Yep.
It creates so much action and so much momentum. It's wild. So we
Yep.
wanted to do that. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to create effectively a platform and an environment where, if you are an athlete who maybe got your level 1 or your gymnastics credential, like on the down low, because you're on the fence about coaching, but you're really inspired or have aspirations to do that, or maybe you found competition at a later age in life and you're really pumped about that. This is a place for you. This is a place where you can go and use that as a liftoff for that, because there's going to be a lot of speakers there that have been through that and have had great success, either
Mm-hmm.
doing that themselves or taking people to that. If you're a
Mm-hmm.
coach who wants to quit your job because you think that this is something that is really inspiring to you to create a career in the coaching realm, this is for you, because there's going to be a lot of people who have gone through that, who have quit their job, who have created a career in the space. And if you're a box owner who wants to build a team, who loves to help people, who also wants to quit your job and do this and create a long lasting legacy that you can either sell a later date for actual money, or you want to hand this off to your kids so that they have something, this is for you, because we're going to have people there that have been through that, who understand the work that takes, and who have seen success in that realm. And the common theme across all of those people is that these are all people that want to create an impact in the CrossFit space. That is what Affiliate Con is for. It is for anybody, athlete, coach, box owner, that has a passion for creating impact inside this space. And when we designed the speaker list, it was a speaker list that I wanted to go see. Me, who's been around for 16 years, there are some of my CrossFit heroes on that speaker list. And I'm really pumped about it. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. Think of it like Wadapalooza, but educational in the sense. But like it will be fun. We will have a good time, and you will walk away with there ready to run through a brick wall to do whatever it is that you want to do.
So logistically, for people who've never been to this event before, because it's brand new, there's going to be different tracks. So you've got some keynotes, and then you have different tracks. So athletes, for instance, don't necessarily need to listen to my talk on how to build a successful nutrition coaching program. But if you're a coach or you're a gym owner, that nutrition is the missing piece of the puzzle, come, because I'll be able to help you. So there's lots of different tracks, and I'm assuming you guys will release the schedule at some point soon so people can see okay, and kind of plan out the day, because going with a plan is going to be super helpful to make the most out of this type of event.
Correct. So one of the things that we thought about here was, okay, if we do want this to be, realistically for anybody, we need to have a speaker list that accommodates that. So again, thinking about whatever it is that you're interested in. If you're an athlete that's interested in programming, or if you're an adaptive athlete that wants to know how to train better, you want to get better at gymnastics, there's going to be a ton of stuff for you there. If you're a coach that wants to facilitate those more effectively, there's going to be a ton of stuff there. If you're into programming, right? So there's going to be a ton of stuff there. So I just want to read off like a handful of kind of the speakers. So if we think about just training, right? The Bergner camp is going to be there. So Cody Looney will be there doing that. Pam Gagnon is going to be there if you're into gymnastics. Bird Box is going to be there. Birdie is going to be there. Power Monkey, Adaptive Training Academy is going to be there, putting on workshops. HQ is going to be there doing training workshops. If you're into programming, like Mayhem is our programming partner, they're going to be there talking about what's going on there. Matt Torres is going to be there. He's had athletes on the podium for the last 3 years at the CrossFit Games, right? Like Jason Leiden, who's been around forever, right? Coaching, running an affiliate. If you're into nutrition, like E.C. Sinkowski, if you want to learn how to run a competition, Jeremy Thiel, right? TFX, the Fittest Experience, right? They're going to be there. Affiliate ownership, David Osorio. Chris Hinshaw is going to be there for anybody who wants to nerd out on that. Push Press, Wodify. Those are just a handful of people on the list, right? So Kelly Starrett is one of the keynotes, right? So if you're an old head like me and you saw his first videos when he was dropping them on YouTube via his iPhone,
Right.
and you read Supple Leopard and never sit in a chair ever because you think that's going to kill you, then come see it. I put together a speaker list that like it would be impossible for you to not get outsized return on sitting down for 2 days and just absorbing as much information as possible. And
When is it and where is it?
yep, so
Is
it's
it?
October 24th through the 26th. It's in Irving, Texas, which is Dallas, effectively at the Omni.
Yep.
We'll put the link in the show notes for this so that anybody that wants to can get tickets for that. Again, bring your staff, bring your athlete, like whoever. It literally doesn't matter. And what we're doing is to highlight our earlier point. Anytime we tell somebody about this, they're like, "Oh my God, like how do I get tickets?" And it just shows that like we have to continue to tell people over and over and over and over and over. I'm trying to think of some other. Oh, Wad Prep will be there. Guido Trinidad's going to be there. Like he's going to be talking about some mindset stuff. Like just a really killer list of people that have been around a long time that have a lot to provide to the community. Again, athlete, coach, or affiliate owner, because really what we want to do is we want to create a better environment for everybody. And the underlying tone for the whole event is like this idea of long game leadership. Right. So thinking about this on a longer timeline, if you think about all the people we just talked about, these are people who've been in the game for a while, like cut their teeth early, like had to go through it in order to create a career. And it's going to be the same if you're an athlete. It's going to be the same if you're a coach. It's going to be the same if you're a box owner. But getting around people who have the same mindset, and who have had a tremendous amount of success doing it is, this as well as I do, like get around people that have done what you want to do.
Yeah. It's the
And spend
fastest
as
way.
much time around those people as you possibly can. It will rub off on you. I promise you.
Yeah.
So that's why we created the event, and we're gonna have, there's gonna be some socials on Friday. We might be having a costume party at the end because it's close to Halloween. We like to party, Nicole, but that's the point, right? Like we want people to want to be there, right? We're gonna be training. We're gonna be doing. Khalipa's one of the main keynotes. I think we're putting together like a little bit. He's got his burpee challenge. We're gonna do a challenge there on site for the burpee test. So anybody, but you'll be able to do it virtually as well.
Cool.
So yeah, we're going to be doing all the things because we're CrossFitters and we like to do all the things.
Well, I'm excited about this. I think it's going to be super fun. I'd challenge the people that are listening, if you haven't been to an event before, like commit to yourself to going to an event. Go to this one or find another one. You really need to go to an event because we can talk about it all day, but until you experience it, there's nothing like it. Like if you feel burnt out or you feel stuck or you feel like I've just been in the same thing, if you're coasting, you're going downhill. And the only way to not do that is to get connected with people that are ahead of you so that you can learn faster. And you can also connect with other attendees who you guys can stay connected after and support each other. And ultimately, you and I were talking about this before we pushed record, like you can invest money, but until you take action with what you've learned, it's nothing. So
yeah, you got to do something with it. Yeah.
This is the way to get connected with other people so that you can create a little tribe for yourself so that you have good support. So I'm excited about this. It's going to be super fun. October, we'll put a link in the show notes, and you guys are also going to give me a discount code to get a little bit of a discount on tickets. So make sure that you grab that in the show notes. We've only got, a little bit less,
A little less
2
than
months.
3 months. Yeah. A little less than, yeah.
So get your tickets now. Stay at the hotel. That's another big thing, because if you stay there, then there's always conversations after the meetings, and that's where the most fun happens. So I'm excited to see you guys again. We've got 2 more stops on the World Affiliate Tour, that one-day event kind of that you and I are running the show with. DC in September, Boston we already did Boston. Denver in November. So Affiliate Con, grab your tickets for that. We've got 2 more. If you are local to the area of DC or Denver, join us for those. And yeah, any final thoughts, Fern, as we wrap up today?
No, well, that's a lie. I was going to say no and then say something. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to go. I'll be out in Germany and the Netherlands here in a little less than a month to go to the
Wow.
affiliate gatherings there. So anybody that's out there, looking forward into either meeting you for the first time or meeting you for the second time, but in person. So, yeah, I'm excited. I don't travel across the pond often, but when I do, it's to see affiliate owners. So
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. You're heading to Germany. I'm heading to London in October, first week of October for Coaches Congress. That is going to be a super fun event too. If you are in Europe, CrossFit affiliate owner, go to the Germany one. If you haven't been to Coaches Congress, that's going to be a really fun event in London. They're doing it in a soccer stadium this year. Like, that's going to
nice.
be really cool. Yeah. Awesome. Well, Fern, thank you so much for coming on. So many nuggets in here, and I hope we get to see everybody at Affiliate Con.
Yeah, thank you as always.
I hope you enjoyed that episode with Fern. So many actionable takeaways, but the first thing I would do is go back through your numbers over the past year. See how many leads, how many trials, how many people have come in and talked to you, how many clients have signed up for nutrition and fitness, just fitness. We need to know all of those numbers so that we can track trends and see how we can improve the process first, and then start proactively making adjustments to our marketing calendar and our launch campaign so that we can overcome the natural dips that happen. We're going into the fall. This is an amazing time to launch a nutrition program because people are back from summer vacations and they can end the year strong. If you don't have a nutrition coaching program, this is something that I would strongly consider. You can book a free call with HSN if you're looking for a turnkey solution. Now, I want to go back to something we talked about at the beginning, the Global Health Project. This is that collaborative initiative to help you create partnerships with healthcare professionals. It's a completely free training course that's helped a ton of people inside HSN Mentoring. It's been locked up and we've been helping gym owners for years do this, but now we are giving it to you for free because we want to help you make a greater impact. And through healthcare partnerships, you can. You only need one trusted healthcare provider that's consistently referring people to you. And the truth is, 93% of people are metabolically unhealthy. The majority of people that doctors see every single day need your help addressing nutrition, sleep, mindset, and movement. So of course, you need a health-focused coaching program beyond just fitness in your gym. But this would be a really good option for you to start thinking about so you can start leveraging some partnerships. You can click the link in the show notes to get this free course, the Global Health Project training course today.